So next point is derivation tree. So as its name suggests, just now we have discussed about leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation, right? Now we can also show the derivation process using a tree structure, and that tree is called as a derivation tree. So the definition, you can consider it as a derivation tree is a graphical representation or description of how the string has been derived or generated using a grammar. Okay, so for every string derivable from the start symbol, this is associated with, or we can have the derivation tree for those particular grammar. Now, derivation tree is also called as rule tree. Okay, or parse tree, or the syntax tree. Okay, so these are the different names to the derivation tree. Now, how we are constructing or how we are representing a derivation tree? So again, grammar is represented by the G, which is nothing but VTPS, right? We have already discussed this. So here in the derivation tree, every vertex is having a label which is symbol from V union T union MT. Okay, so every tree is having what number of, this is union, V union T union empty string. So every tree is having number of nodes or vertex or nodes. Okay, so they are having something out of this. Okay, next, the label of the root vertex is start symbol of G. Next, if vertex or node is interior, that means and has label capital A, then capital A must be in V, okay, and it should be a non-terminal. So this we already know now. Now fourth point is related to this is if vertex N has label A and vertices N1, N2 up to Nk are the children of the vertex n, children of vertex n, in order from the left with labels x1, x2 up to xk respectively, then A produces x1, x2, xk must be a production in a grammar. Okay. And fifth point is, if vertex n has label empty, okay, then n is a leaf and is only son of its parent, that is empty production. So if you will read it, you will clearly understand what it means. Now with the help of one derivation tree, or for the same example, we will draw a derivation tree, and you will find it is so simple that how derivation is simply represented using the derivation tree. Okay. So now we will be taking the same example for deriving the same string, okay, which we have just discussed using a derivation tree. So our problem was G was S comma A, then we had A comma B, then P comma S, and we had production rules as S produces AAS A, and A produces SB A, SS and BA, and we are interested in deriving the string. So derive string AA, BB, AA from given grammar using derivation tree, or represent derivation tree for derivation of this string from a given grammar. So it could be your second problem related to the same. So using derivation tree, we are interested in solving this problem. So how we will draw a derivation tree for this? So what will be the solution? As per just we have discussed, what will be a root node? Your root node will be A, just now we have seen. So every vertex is having label. Second, the label of the root vertex is start symbol of G. So our start symbol is what? S, which will be written inside the vertex. Okay. So this is your root. Okay. Now we have to use the leftmost as well as the rightmost derivation. Both can be represented with a single tree. Okay. So if we will follow the leftmost derivation process, so again recall in what sequence we have used the rules. So very first we have used which rule? We have used S produces which one? AAS for leftmost derivation. That means we should have the children for this particular tree as whatever written in the right hand side. So our leaves will have the labels as A, capital A, and capital S. Okay. After this, since this is a terminal, it is not deriving any more. Terminal cannot derive any other terminal, right? So we can say that it is a terminal and it is the part of the resultant or expected string. So now which rule? So this is our leaf 1. Okay. Now next rule which we have used was, we have used as produces A, and we have replaced this A with the help of which rule? SBA, if you recall, and then S. So again we need to have next label for this tree in which it will be having. So this is what? X1, X2, X3. Okay. So there is a, sorry, it is, yes, A produces SBA. So here we can say that we should have in grammar a rule where how many symbols are there in this particular string? 3. That is N1, N2, Nk. And what are there's their label? X1, X2, Xk. So there must exist a production rule which is of this kind, then and then only we can have this kind of children. So A produces, again we are having S, again we are having B, and again we are having here A. Okay. Next, what we have used? We have used next rule as what? As produces. So since we are using here the leftmost derivation, so we have replaced this S with A, right? Then B and then AS. Okay. So again, what we have to do? We have to go for the next derivation. So it is going to derive with string A, which will be your leaf 2. Next, this is also acting as leaf 3 because you cannot derive this. Now we had an option of what? We now remained with only 2 nodes or vertex which is having the capital letters. That means there is a next branch, there must exist some branch below it which is deriving the non-terminal. Okay. So here next branch will be what? Above this A. So now we need to replace this A. So next rule will be S produces AAB. This A will be replaced by, so we have replaced it with the help of this particular rule. A produces BA, so that we are moving close to this expected string. So here in the next label, we will be having what? 2 generations. Well, first generation is what? It will be A. For A, we are replacing it with the BA and then S, right? So we have replaced this A with the BA. So it will be B and it will be A. Now, as soon as we got this, so this is our leaf 4 and this is our leaf 5, right? Now, in the next and last step, we have replaced this S with the A, which is going to derive our total string. So in next label, what we have to do? We have to have a derivation as what? A. So this is acting as the leaf 6. Okay. So if you will see this leaves, okay, and you will combine this, you will get the A, this A, leaf 2, then this is your leaf 3, it will be included, okay. So leaf 3 is your B, leaf 4 is this, B again, leaf 5 is A, and leaf 6 is again A. So you have shown the derivation of the A, B, B, A with the help of a derivation tree. Okay. So here this particular tree, here we have used the leftmost derivation to derive or to draw or represent this tree. But even if you will use a rightmost derivation, you will be getting the same tree, because in that case we will be replacing the rightmost. So this was our rightmost, S will be replaced. In that case, it will be a leaf 6, but it is derived first. Okay, where in the leftmost derivation it is acting as a leaf 6, which is derived at the last. Okay, but the tree will remain the same. So I hope again it is clear to you that with the help of derivation tree, how you can show the derivation of a string from a given grammar.